Hello, gorgeous pagan people. My name is Eric, and I'll be substituting for Yaka this Wednesday here on the Pagan Perspective. This week we're answering a team member question. Do you have a favorite tradition or decoration you would like to share for this time of year? I'm actually going to be sharing something new that I recently learned about. I was listening to a poem called Tropical Depression, and I believe the poet's name was Julissa Emile. I will leave a link in the description below to her recitation of the poem. But in the poem, she described her mother cracking eggs on Good Friday to see the future. And so this was something I've recently been learning about. It's not something I know a great deal about, but I kind of was thinking about this. So I looked a little bit into it. From what I can tell, it seems to be a Jamaican tradition. And there seems to be a few different variants on it, whether it's done on Good Friday or on Easter Sunday. Being that this seems to be like an oral tradition, you're going to see a few different variants, I think. With some people saying that you would only read the whites. But the process of doing this, so you would use a glass of water, here's one I prepared earlier, and an egg. So I saw one guy, I watched a video of one guy who was cracking the top of the egg and the bottom and just getting the egg whites into the water, and then you would leave it in the sun for the day, and then in the afternoon you'd be able to read the egg. And so I don't know a whole lot about like egg reading, but my Solomonic mentor Aaron Leach has a blog about Limpia, which is a kind of cleansing that's done with eggs or other things, and it sort of like draws any sort of negativity into the egg, and then you crack the egg into a glass of water and read the egg to see like if there's been bad work on you or anything like that. And that's sort of what I was thinking about when I was learning about this tradition of cracking eggs on Good Friday. So I will leave a link as well to Aaron's blog post about egg cleansing and Limpia, because he also has at the bottom of that post a description of like what some of the meanings are for like what you would see in the egg. But I've heard people say like things like, you know, archways might mean that you're going to be entering into a new house, or a ship would mean that you're going to travel. But I think that it's I don't know, it's just a really interesting tradition and not one that I had heard about before. So when I heard this poem and then we were coming up to Good Friday, it's been something I've sort of been sharing with people a little bit. So I thought with this question coming up today, why not share this with you guys as well? Like I said, I'm still learning about it. It's not like a tradition I've practiced every year or anything like that. But it is something that I thought was really interesting and really cool. In that idea of like, you know, that broader use of like eggs and things within these sort of traditions. So I guess that's a short video from me. But I hope that this has maybe sparked you off to at least listen to some good poetry, because I'll leave that link below. And otherwise, yeah, maybe look into some traditions that come from maybe cultures outside of your own. So in that spirit, I will wish you all the best. I hope you're all keeping well. And until I speak to you next time, mwah, bye!